Hi, my name is Tina Perry, and this is for Big Picture Week 1 discussion. This is my video blog. Question number 1, or A. What two aspects of the kingdom are in view this week? Define and describe. The two aspects of this kingdom this week are the pattern of the kingdom and the parish kingdom. This week we explore the pattern kingdom in Genesis 1 and 2, and the parish kingdom in Genesis 3. The opening two chapters are God's big picture, with the emphasis on a few scenes of the story as it's beginning to take shape. Let's examine the two main features of the kingdom that are under focus. This week, the first chapter, the pattern of the kingdom. This phase represents the happy coexistence between God and humanity, as well as the flawless creation. We observe God's sovereignty. He creates everything good and establishes the kingdom of peace and beauty. Humanity's role: Adam and Eve are created in God's image, entrusted for caring for the creation and living in loving fellowship with God. Harmony and blessing. The Garden of Eden symbolizes the perfect environment where God and humanity live together in joy and fulfillment. The second chapter, the parish kingdom. This phase signifies the end of humanity and the desecration of the kingdom. Witnesses: disobedient and rebellion. Adam and Eve choose to disobey God's commandment, leading to sin and separation. Broken relationships. The harmonious relationship between God and humanity and between humans is fractured. Loss and judgment. The consequences of sin are evident in the curse of creation, the curse on creation, and the expulsion from the garden. Question 2. What is a quick synopsis of these two parts of the storyline? The synopsis of the two parts of the storyline: God's intent for the world is revealed to us in the Garden of Eden. As we obey His word, Adam and Eve, God's people, live in the garden, which is His domain. Furthermore, the Bible teaches us that living under God's rule is the best way to constantly experience His blessings. The model of God's intent for the kingdom that the first creation provides. Without God, Adam and Eve attempt to manage their own existence on their terms because God turns away from them just like they turned away from Him. They are no longer God's people. They have been expelled from the garden, which is God's domain, and furthermore, they no longer are subjected to God's authority. Hence, they do not benefit from His blessings. Rather, they must content with God's punishment and curse. Nothing less. God is adamant on restoring the kingdom out of immense love. Question 3. How does it seem that these aspects of the kingdom set the foundation for the story? The context of the entire Bible established in these two chapters. The three main themes: God's desire for connection, humans' natural ability for good and evil, the effects of sin are introduced, the restoration of the kingdom, where God and humanity would once again be at peace, is also established. This is creating the story's ultimate aim. 4. How does these two chapters contribute to the significance of seeing the holistic big picture of the Bible? It is essential to the comprehension of these first few chapters in perspective of the entire Bible. They offer the framework that the rest of the story is built around. Taking a broader view also helps us understand the redemptive purpose of and role of Jesus' death played in bringing the restoration of the promised kingdom from the beginning. Lastly, the fundamental framework of the biblical narrative can be found by studying the first two chapters. of God's big picture. The blueprint is kind of an ideal kingdom is shown, with an awful disruption brought out by sin and a glimmer of hope for its ultimate restoration. Understanding these early stages gives us a deeper perspective of the overreaching story of God's love and redemption, making the trip through the Bible much more meaningful. Thank you.